Hello and welcome to Executive Intelligence. Today we would like to talk about executive leadership, because we need to understand that leadership is key, and is all about influence. Wanting to meet people is connection. People wanting to meet you is influence, and that's much better. I wish people willing to meet me than running after anybody. So we want to talk about executive leadership today. What is executive leadership? Executive leadership simply means the person who has fulfilled the promise he made to himself repeatedly, now willing to lead other people, because until you lead yourself, you can't lead every other person. So that reminds me of a story of a particular king. This king has only one son, and there's the heir to the throne, and he has sent this boy to the Harvard, to the Stanford. He has sent this boy for a lot of leadership courses, and thereafter, when he was about to die, he called his only son, the prince, and said, well, I'm about to die. And he called all the king's men, all the king's makers, and gave an instruction that when he dies, they should install the chief servant as the next king, and they should now ask the prince to pick just one thing out of all the properties that he has. Lo and behold, a few days after this king died, and the son, the prince, was so bad. He felt so bad that why should his father do that to him? That the chief servant must be the king. So everyone felt for him that, with all the training your father gave to you, he can't even give you the throne. He gave it to the servant. And then this young boy began to think deep that there must be something the father is trying to teach him. So he went to a particular sage. He crossed rivers, he climbed the mountain. The sage lives uphill, far away from the village. And this boy, when he got to the sage, he said, my father just passed on, and he gave an instruction 21 days after his death that the chief servant must be installed as the king, and he should pick one property after the chief servant has been installed as king. The old man laughed. Your father, who is a good friend of his, that he has actually, he gave him a very good test that in which if he pass, he will be a very good king. He said, I can't be a king today. I can't be a king again, because my father has already given an instruction that the chief servant must be installed. I said, no, let me tell you the solution. So he said, bring your ears. I don't want the world to hear. And he whispered the solution to the boy's ear. And the boy was so excited. And you came back to the village. And on a very fateful day, they came, everyone in the village, the masquerade, all the side attractions and the fun fair. In fact, all these relatives of the chief servant, they were all in Ashwebi. Everyone so excited, and lo and behold, they came and installed him, the chief servant, as the king. And they brought the prince. Come up, tell us, pick one thing. And the boy came. Thank you very much, everyone. The chief servant is now the king. Oh, long live king. But I just want to say something. I have to pick one property that my father has. I pick the chief servant as my only property. So remove the crown on your head and put it on my head. Give me the robe and just stand in front of me. All my father's estate, I have no problem. Still be in charge. I'll just give instruction. Only by the throne, I'll be greater than you. You are under my instruction. That is the lesson the father wanted him to learn. And he dethroned the chief servant and returned him back to his position. You don't need to do everything as a leader. You have a passion and you have a vision. That's all. Get people that have bigger passion and who can administrate your passion. So when you have a vision and you have a passion, that's all you need. There are people that can administer your vision and your passion with their own passion, and they can even find their vision in your passion and your vision. So in the spirit of that, don't try to do everything. Even when you are a foreman, don't do the work of a foreman. Because you're a leader, what you need to do is to do the things that is very important that will keep the organization on, which is casting the vision and giving the people instruction as regards executing your vision. I'll see you tomorrow as I continue on this series, Executive Leadership.